We're back, exercisebay.com. Dave, Parisi, Justina, Emilio, filming at the Results Plus Personal Training Center in Hamden. Okay, so we have this long lever arm. Justina's on the ball. She has her toes on the ball. Very advanced because she's in her, actually she's in a position now that it basically enables her to show tremendous control and stability in this position versus the ball being on her legs itself. Okay, if she rolled back a little bit, she'd have less of a lever arm. So from the side, we're going to look at this and tell me if this looks like the hanging leg raises. Come on forward. Get your toes back on that ball. Go into that pike. So there she is hanging from the bar. She lifts this up. She comes up. She drives back down. She takes this lever arm. She shortens the lever arm. So look at the angle of the hip right here. Okay, straight to 90. Okay. What's involved here? A lot of stability from the abdomen region, a lot of hip flexors, another hip flexion exercise because she's flexing from the hip. The spinal flexion, there's no spinal flexion in there, which is good, so there's no disc herniation. She's putting tension in this region. This is a great ab exercise, but I wouldn't recommend it for someone coming off of hanging leg raises and leg lifts and things of that nature. You're going to pick one exercise like this to throw into the mix. I wouldn't do all three. Okay, but if I had the ones that you just saw, the hanging leg raises, Emilio on the floor doing his leg lifts, or this, I would probably pick this exercise over the three for someone more advanced who wants to activate some of the core muscles. Because of the proprioceptive environment, it's going to activate those muscles responsible for stability, all those intersegmental muscles, so that's a cool thing. Emilio was showing me an exercise here, and basically here's where it came from. The ab wheel. I don't have one. There's a lot of stuff I don't have in here, like the straight bar he was doing yesterday behind the neck that had no back involved whatsoever. We're going to go over that. I'm just throwing that out there because I'm getting his mind working right now. The ab wheel that they have, that they come out on the knees. Okay, yeah, I guess I could. I really don't want to do the exercise, but you know, coming out here on the ab wheel and coming back. Okay, and then the more advanced where they're on their, obviously on their toes, which would be ridiculous because that's all low back. But that's basically what it is. It's how can we create something that looks like the ab wheel? So somebody invented these exercises. We create these things, man. You know, we're talking two things. We got trunk flexion and spinal flexion. Spinal flexion is your basic crunch, like an accordion, right? You agree?
I agree.
Okay, and then we have trunk flexion. That's what the trainers do at the gym. They sit on the edge of the ball, and they sit up. I can't even do it. And they sit up. Okay, that's trunk flexion, like the sit-up we did, versus the spinal flexion. So this is like an ab wheel, similar to the same position your hands would be in a pullover, and the trainer took him to the riskiest position on his feet in a plank position with his butt up. With his butt up, he deactivated the core, activated the abs to maintain congruency, shoved his butt in the air, rolled out. Right now, all the pressure's on my shoulder girdle, and came back. His body did nothing more than fight to maintain that lumbopelvic hip complex. The abs kicked in to stabilize. Same analogy of the leg lifts on the floor. Do a few sets for me and tell me if you don't feel that in your shoulders and you just feel a pull, this whole region pull, stressing, so to speak. Right there, hold that. How long can you hold that?
Not very long.
Why?
I'm not sure.
Now come back up. Okay, is there any spinal flexion there? No, you shoved your butt up in the air.
Correct.
So you're flexing right here. Right? I didn't see this shorten like you're clapping your hands. To me, it's coming like an accordion. Okay? So rolling out with your arms fixed, as you roll out, this shoulder joint is now dictated through a range of motion. All this body load, look how he compensates. See how his head came down? See how his chin comes down? He's going to get this thoracic, bring your head up. Okay? I would never do this exercise, but that's where your head needs to be right there. And come back. Okay, relax.
All right.
So what do you think about that?
I'm unsure what to think because
The ab wheel. Consider it an ab wheel.
I mean, for the last 4 years, I've used the ab wheel.
Yeah. In
And-
part of your program, not just the ab wheel.
No, absolutely not. Supplemental. I mean, I don't just do just dumbbell curls for biceps. It's one exercise that I would incorporate into an ab routine with, decline sit-ups and a multitude of other things. I always felt it was doing a plank, but more difficult. I may be wrong. I haven't studied this, but as far as I knew, the ab wheel was a good workout for core and lats. It would incorporate lats.
Right.
Because I mean, you could feel that when you come out. It's targeting here. It's placing strain on your lats.
This one?
The ab wheel.
The ab wheel.
The ab wheel.
Okay.
This one, I was listening to my trainer,
Okay.
and that's
With your arms
Understood.
straight, saying that it puts stress in your lats.
Mhm.
That's all relative to trying to maintain a postural position so you don't get hurt. The lats, in that position with your arms up, that's a vertical pull. Your lats depress the shoulder blade and drive the humerus down into your sides. So I understand what you're saying. You're coming up with your arms, and then you're driving the arms back into your sides. Yes, the lats are involved there. The direction of resistance is different because you're pushing down on the ball rather than pulling. If you had two tubes coming out of your hand this way, and you're pulling the tubes along with the ball, you get it?
Yeah.
Then you would be like doing a lat pull coming back. It'd be more abs involved. But the bottom line is because you're connected to the ball, because your feet were in a certain position. Matter of fact, why did you put your feet so wide? That was another question. Because you needed the stability. Because of the unstable surface.
correct. If I had my feet together, I wouldn't have been able to.
You would have fell to the side or whatever.
Yes.
Okay, it would be too strenuous. This is mostly superficial. You are strong, period. Period, man. You're strong and you have the ability to do that exercise. It's mostly superficial. It's like saying what's the difference between working the rotator cuff and the chest. You're feeling a strain when you do this exercise. You're equating that strain, things that are in exercise reality is below the skin where the joints, tendons, the ligaments experience all these internal forces. You're basing this exercise, one, your trainer told you to do it. Hey, this guy's a professional, man. I'm paying him. I just gave this guy $50. He knows what he's talking about.
That's the hope.
Okay? 2, I feel it. 3, he shows it to everybody. Trust me. Okay? And 4, it's a passion, it's an emotion. You become married to it just based on you have a certain goal in mind. And if this is going to help you reach that goal and keep you lean and keep you strong for the purpose of muscular fitness or even cosmetic to keep those six-pack abs, that I'm doing it. Okay?
That's true.
Because maybe no one has ever showed you a different way, a better way based on science, how the body works. Okay, so if we take out all that unnecessary motion and I put you in a plank position and I show you a different way to do a certain plank position and you say to me, holy, I didn't think I'd ever feel something like this before. It's kind of in the same region without the stress on my shoulders and all that. Would you kind of be happy?
I'd welcome it.
All right.
Let's do it.
This guy's too easy. This guy's way too easy.